when Neil asked him the final question, what gives you hope? And he went like this. And you can see it. Next time you show the video, watch. He lifts his head and he says, what gives me hope? And then he says, we have the opportunity to live the most meaningful lives any generation of humankind has ever lived. And that, for me, is just the most beautiful statement of who we are and what we have the opportunity to do. And the opportunity we have to give other people who are desperate for hope, who are desperate for peace, who want to stop worrying and get to work, who want a pathway for action, who want to hear and feel the call that you've heard. They want you to pass it on to them, who want to discover the stand that lives inside of them. And so that's what your job is, and that's who you are, and that's what you're doing. And, you know, I bow to you, really. I bow to you. You know, if I could nominate you for the Nobel Prize, if they gave me a nomination form, I would say the facilitators. Because you are the pioneers, you are the barefoot doctors. It is messy. You know, sometimes the AV doesn't work. Sometimes you confirmed and reconfirmed everybody, and then they still don't come. Sometimes the copies are upside down, or there's a typo. You know, it's messy, it's untidy, it's hard work, it takes time. It doesn't fit in, it's inconvenient. It's annoying. It's expensive. And it's the most wonderful work in the world. And thank God we're possessed by it. You know, one of the people that was in the leadership group asked me a question about what if, you know, I'm so worried that I'm going to get totally possessed by this thing and lose my whole life and not see my family. And I said, I really hope you do. That would be such a blessing. Really, I mean that. Because Martin Luther King was possessed, obsessed. So was Mahatma Gandhi. So is Jane Goodall. Actually, so am I. And it is a kind of surrender. It's a freedom. When you resist it, it hangs you up. When you surrender to it, then you can find the integrity in your commitment rather than outside of it. It's a liberation to go all the way. So I bow to you, I'm grateful to you, I'm honored to be here with you guys. You know, we had no idea whether this thing would really fly, you know, whether it would really work. And it's working, it's so cool. And the kind of people that are drawn to become facilitators are part of the gift of this, because one of the greatest products, I think, of all the Pachamama Alliance's wonderful accomplishments is the body of facilitators as it grows. You are the cadre. You are the barefoot doctors. You are humanity's imaginal cells waking up and waking everybody else up. You are the DNA of the butterfly. You are creating those clusters that we say in the symposium will generate the new future for humanity. And the rest of the world, the rest of the institutions that are no longer viable, no longer relevant, really not sustainable, are starting to disintegrate and become that nutritive soup out of which the imaginal cells will create the miracle, the unpredictable miracle of an environmentally sustainable, spiritually fulfilling, socially just human presence on this planet.